souls surviving on a planet determined to freeze all life in place. We are still in motion, alive and kicking. And it is not thanks to chance or fate or God. It is thanks to order meticulously maintained by Mr. Wilford. Yes, as you might have guessed, we have another series released which carries the theme End of the World. Hello my dear fellow Earthians, I am back again with a new series to talk about. Today I am going to review the series titled Snowpiercer. Now before I proceed with my review, those who have still not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive the notifications instantly. Alright, let's begin. It is adapted from Bong Joon-ho directed and Chris Evans' 2013 Hollywood movie Snowpiercer. 2020 Snowpiercer, or the one we are talking currently, now stars Jennifer Connelly as Melanie Cavill and David Diggs as Andre Layton in the lead roles. The genre of this series is science fiction coupled with thriller and drama. Netflix released the first 2 episodes on this Monday, and as per the digital content platform, new episode will be dropped every week. Each episode has a runtime of 50 minutes per se. Since it is adapted from the 2013 flick, the plot remains more or less the same. But for all those who are watching this for the first time and have no clue on Captain America's other endeavors, I am going to summarize it now. The world has ended 7 years ago. Probably due to the many endangered reasons we are responsible for our planet Earth now. For example, pollution, global warming, world wars, pandemics, and so on. The scientists, in an attempt to rectify the human misdoings, ended up freezing the Earth instead. So, it is almost impossible to survive outside because you will turn into one of those ice sculptures that you fancy. Well, as it turns out, all the riches in the world seems to have foreseen this and were already ready with an alternative. Their mode of survival, a 1001 coaches long train which can withstand the extremities and harshness of the world outside. Run by Wilford Industries, this train had some non-ticketed visitors who managed to jump on the train to save their lives and were tagged as tailies. And that's how the journey of lifetime begins for the handful souls, still divided and classified by their status on a single ray of hope in their lives, or should I say, metal of hope.
Attention all passengers. Wilford Industries wishes you good morning.
Temperature outside is minus 119.6 degrees Celsius. We are 7 years, 8 months, and 13 days from departure.
Mr. Wilford runs our train based on 3 principles: work, honor, and order.
People up train shoved us down here to fend for ourselves. Never forget who you are.
A tailie.
Our fortunes built this train, and Mr. Wilford is losing control.
They keep pushing, and it's time we push back.
There's an idea traveling up train. It wants to set the train ablaze. And all it needs is a spark. Order will be restored. Sometimes you have to lose something to find it again.
Snowpiercer is ours!
Once you pass through that door, there's no turning back.
In initial 2 episodes began with introducing the main characters Melanie and Andre. One is a hospitality head representing Wilford Industries, and the other is a tailie or a non-ticketed passenger residing in the bottommost coach of the train. Melanie's character among the public is that of a stewardess who wants to run the operations smoothly and not creating any disturbances in the ecosystem designed by Mr. Wilford. Andre, on the other hand, has only one motive: revolution, mutiny against the first-class passengers, and ultimately taking over the charge of the train run by Mr. Wilford. We see that mini world is designed inside this giant train, as there are schools, agricultural elements like plantation of fruits, vegetables, rearing of cows, etc. Then there are clubs, spas, swimming pools, and what not. In fact, all the passengers have a mini home to themselves, except for the tailies. At one point, you are shown the atrocities committed on the tailies, and on the other hand, you see the lavish lifestyles of the privileged folks. There is a very interesting representation of coffins in the series. Won't divulge the details, you should see it for yourselves. Well, no connection between our protagonists, but a murder mystery that entwines their journey on this fateful train. Melanie, who works as a stewardess, is actually a MIT passout and had a daughter, or has a daughter, we don't know, and is Mr. Wilford. In fact, this is what the first 2 episodes had made us believe so far. I'm guessing no one has actually seen Mr. Wilford. So other than 2-3 confidants of her, nobody else knows. On the other hand, Andre is called to the upper class of the train to solve a murder mystery. As turns out, he is the only homicide detective in the entire train. Whether he is an actual cop or not, we will have to wait for the other episodes to release. It will be interesting to see how the roles of these protagonists shape up as the series proceeds with the forthcoming episodes. There seems to be few differences in the characterization as compared to the original flick. So let's wait and watch. Having watched the 2 episodes, I have few unanswered queries. Also, I have not seen the 2013's movie. I have no clue what is going to happen ahead. Query number 1. Are the ticketed passengers still paying for their stay? If yes, how do they still have the money with them? Query number 2. How are the things being purchased inside the train? Query number 3. Do they have the bank inside? Is the concept of currency still exists? Query number 4. How are they still sustaining the resources inside? Maybe I will get answer to my queries in the coming episodes. Or maybe, considering this is a science fiction, I should just believe it blindly. First, we saw it in the series Into the Night, where a plane was flying continuously to save the lives of the handful people. You can check out my review if you plan on watching that one. Then, we are seeing a train which is taking the last survivors of human population with it to save it from the extinction. Makers are obsessed with world's ending, we are all going to die, phenomena. Moreover, releasing such content when world is undergoing a life-threatening challenge itself it is bound to attract the more audience. I must say, well played director, well played. My verdict, initial 2 episodes have kept me hooked and I am waiting for the next episode eagerly. So can say you can go for this one, and so far it is good. Alright, you start with this one and we shall catch up in the next video. Check out my other review videos too. Link is in the description. What did you think of Snowpiercer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying my videos. Hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications instantly. Bye bye. Take care.